Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. The winding road to the Super Bowl continues here in the divisional round, where two teams look to take another step towards the Super Bowl. It's the Giants going up against the Vikings. So with kickoff approaching, let's send it over to our commentators here this afternoon, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, it's the newest facility in the NFL, and it is a beauty as we come to you from U.S. Bank Stadium here in Minneapolis. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the New York Giants and the Minnesota Vikings. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Okay, Charles, the Vikings offensive starters, a former Ole Miss Rebel is a guy to watch, and that's Laquan Treadwell.
No doubt about it, and when you look at his speed, forget it. All right, just throw out that time stuff. Watch his play speed. He plays the game really fast and big and aggressively. They want to call him Megaquan. If he plays to that, he'll really help this Vikings team.
A look now at the starters defensively for the New York Giants.
Let's start with Eli Apple out of Ohio State. And when you get picked number 10 in the draft, big things are expected out of you. I would dare say that they do expect that, but they also understand that they believe that his best football is ahead of him. Plenty of room for growth. A tremendous athlete.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Steps away to his left. And his first look is incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The defense came out with a look that they had prepped for all week to attack. They took advantage, got the first down.
And the key words in there, prepped for all week. They really studied them, understood their tendencies, knew what they liked to do, and prepared their game plan accordingly. And boy, the payoff was good.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 16 on the pickup. And it'll give the Giants a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. And a look at the Vikings defensive unit.
Quan Alexander's one of the exciting linebackers in the league. His forte, speed.
This is Marshall, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL, and a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, They were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
And this is caught at the 8. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. And the young bucks showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions, because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way. I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Now back to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
They'll try and run with their fullback. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. So the Giants now are going to turn it over to their field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chipping.
Now I would be surprised if they go for it. 3 points is not ideal. It's not what they want, but it's still only the first half. Take the 3 points and move on.
So, of course, they wanted to find the end zone, but when you go on the road and your first drive results in points, I think you're pretty happy.
You have to be, because you've taken it to the home team in this case. And while you may not have shut up the home crowd, you've quieted them down a little bit. Good way to start. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And it's a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called, and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45.
Good route. Good pickup for first down yardage. And that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first. And that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside. Into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Second down and 4. A play action fake. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. It's complete to Laquan Treadwell. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Back to throw now on first down. Over the middle, he's got Treadwell. It's a gain of 14 there, and that leads to a Minnesota first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
One of the beauties of a 3-4 defense is that you have flexibility with your linebackers, and you can put them in different spots. But one of the downsides is an offensive team that's committed to running the football, you can get your big offensive linemen up on linebackers quicker, and that usually gives you an advantage in running it. Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Let's go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
And Lutz's kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And New York set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Now Marshall. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with a football here as we begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 3rd and 6 here to start things out. One receiver right, that's Jeffrey. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man, that's Landry. They were ready for what the defense was showing. They had prepared for that look, recognized it, went straight to the air, got the first. Well done.
Love the recognition because you can prepare for everything. You can watch the tape and put together your game plan, but you still have to understand what they're doing in terms of what they're showing and be able to adjust accordingly, and they did exactly that.
And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They come up in an offset eye. And here's Marshall. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave a
and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. And that brings up 4th down.
All right, let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys. Because the offensive guys are always taught, find the 1st down sticks and make the play. Well, on defense, what do you want to do? Guard the 1st down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And some room to work. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And that's why defense coordinators always preach 11 guys to the ball. Because sometimes you have a missed tackle, but if you have a swarm of guys around, less room for them to roam even after the first missed tackle. In this case, tackle was missed, plenty of open field to go after that.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. He won't go down. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runners, get them out in the flat, and let them have a chance to make people miss an open field.
This will be caught inside the 10. 20 yards on the pickup there. And the Vikings are going to have it now, first and goal.
And those first downs do add up. The offense keeps the ball moving downfield and keeps their defense on the bench, giving them a chance to rest.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it's the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up fourth down.
I know you've got a baseball background, right?
A little bit. Started minor league ball.
Yeah, you did some of that, right? What do they do when they do the signals? An indicator, right?
Tells you whether it goes or not, yeah.
Yeah, whether the play's on or not. How about the indicators offensive linemen give when they're getting ready to run a screen pass? And if those get red, well, we just saw that there, didn't we?
No gain.
No gain. Deciphered it and finished the play off.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. New York set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up in the top shelf.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. So a big sack on second down. Now let's see what the offense has in store for third. They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. Out of the gun now on third down. Going deep here for Landry. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Here's Brad Wing now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. Fielded at the 33. So a minute 56 to play in this first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Got the hand caught up in the grill of the face mask, 15-yard penalty.
So tough for a defender. You're trying so hard to make a play, and the way that these offensive guys can move around, sometimes your hand gets into the wrong place.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. It's a gain of 24 that time. And it'll be first down, Vikings. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And they'll go on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And quickly they get to the line. He'll look to throw. And he is caught at the 7-yard line. Wide receiver from 17 yards out. And it's up and good to make the score 13-3. So we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. New York set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Second down following the incompletion. They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And a nice gain at 21 yards. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. He'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, we'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now you can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And the Vikings with an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd.
Playing coverage here.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They go play action here on first down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. And out now come the Vikings. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Second down now after the incompletion. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Ten yards to go on third.
Check 27. Eyes on 27.
And they're going to go soft on the corners.
White 90. White 90. Flex round. Flex round.
On play action, they'll throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
Nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
Here we go. White 90. White 90.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to look deep down the field. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. New York set to take the field. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Now a play fake here on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. They'll run with Marshall. And some room to roam now. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Detroit! Detroit!
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught. A big play there for the Giants. 44 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Keith Marshall taking it in. And the Giants have got it back to a one-score game. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Fake. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. It's a pickup of 21. And it'll give the Vikings a first down. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time not as successful, as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
Well, after what we just saw, we know that with 3rd down coming up, this is not a gimme for the offense. They've got to figure out what they want to do. Do they challenge their offensive line and try and run it? Or do they go ahead and concede that this is a tough defense and put it in the air?
Now 3rd down, less than a yard. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. Over the middle, he's got Treadwell. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Their dangerous wide receiver from 21 yards away. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
Looking to throw. He's got time. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. Now he's going to throw, and that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play for the Giants on third down. 44 yards. And when he started rolling left there as a right-handed quarterback, I thought, boy, this third down play is going nowhere, but credit to him, able to pick up the first.
And all you righties who are watching the game at home, get out of your chair, get off the couch, move to your left, and then rifle one. You may leave a hole in the wall, as you have to explain later, but you'll see how difficult that throw actually was.
And this is caught at the 8. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Second down, goal to go from the 6. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push him back more. They come up at an offset eye. He'll drop to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
One of the best routes, one of the favorite routes of any play caller. He just ran that one. Nice little angle route. That's supposed to be a catch, and usually it is in running back drop.
Yeah, I mean, he's a running back, but he's got hands. He should have caught it. So they're behind the chains as the offense. 12 yards needed on third down. Back to throw again. Dancing to his left. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
They're going to look to throw. And this is incomplete. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. And tough starting field position here. They come out here in the eye. And to give this time to the tailback. Fighting through. And an alley to run. Down the numbers. There he goes. The 40, 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. 97 yards. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. And on 2nd and 10 now. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield, goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
They go play action here on 1st down. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top.
And his pass incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard. And it's 2nd down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion, and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Let's go! Blue 90!
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal. Offense walks to the line for play number 6. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Odell Beckham from 8 yards out. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt. Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Let's go. Brad 38. Brad 38.
Watch one. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Fresh set of downs here.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this.
Here we go. Ohio. Let's go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, it was stopped on that play. We said plenty of carries.
And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Here we go.
He'll look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, give up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll look to throw here. Forced out to his left. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again.
And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down.
It's really no surprise to see them running the ball here. They've got the lead, not much time left. They just want to keep the clock moving, and they can win it right now.
here, D.
Hey! Ohio! Ohio!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they're set up in a golden position here right around the 10-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Trying to shake off the interception from the... And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however.
And there's the touchdown that they needed, so they'll celebrate. But the guys on the sidelines, they've got to stay focused. The onside kick team, they need them to get the ball back.
Yeah, part one of the equation done. Now they need to convert and get that onside kick. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. A big play looming for the Giants as they'll go for two.
Back to Lippert!
They'll try to run it in with Marshall. And he will get into the end zone to cut the deficit down to 4. So with 14 seconds on the clock, they've got to go with the onside kick. Oh, were the Giants able to recover? Yes. So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to do it.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. Plenty of time. They have the opportunity. Now they just need to execute and finalize things.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary.
Let's go! Lippert! Lippert!
He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Back to throw. Surveying the field. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over.